Hello, everyone. I hope you've got your witch pants on because we're going to talk about the witch skills in Era of Legends. First up, we have the auto attack, which is called Nether Flame, which bombards the enemy multiple times for magic damage within 3.1 seconds. Then we have Curse, which curses the enemy, dealing damage over time for each 1.5 seconds for 10 seconds, 8-second cooldown. Then Immolation, 15-second cooldown with a 1.5-second cast time, which bombards the enemy, inflicting magic damage and adding that immolate effect for 10 seconds. And then we have our Summon Pet with a 0-second cooldown and a 3-second cast time, which summons a devil to assist in battle, and the skill is changed to Fusion while it is around. And what Fusion is basically, well, let's just do it right here. Summon the Petarino. Fusion. 90-second cooldown. Sacrifice the devil and shapeshift into a powerful devil yourself, increasing your attack and magic physical defense by 10% for 10 seconds. Boom. You turn into this sexy beast right here. All right. And then we have the ability called Hell with a 20-second cooldown and an insta-cast time that blasts the enemy for magic damage and causes 2 seconds of fear, also restoring your HP in the process, equal to 50% of the attack damage. Then we got the Dark Zone, which has a 12-second cooldown. Instacast inflicts magic damage to all enemies within range of the target. In our secret arts, we start off with Absorb Spirit, which strikes the enemy with the Grudges of the Damned, inflicting a ton of magic damage for instacast. 60-second cooldown. Then we have Terrified, which instills fear into the enemy's heart, making them flee in terror. Last 10 seconds. Receiving damage has a chance of canceling the effect. 1.5-second cast time on that. Then we have Evil Spirit Bomb, which buries the seed of evil in the enemy's heart, inflicting magic damage over time in the spell duration. After 5 seconds, evil spirits come out and inflict a ton of magic damage on surrounding enemies. So it's like an explosive dot, basically. You throw the dot on, and after 5 seconds, the enemy explodes and does damage to everybody else. Then we have Spirit Cure. Presence of evil powers reside in the caster's body, dispelling roots and instantly restoring 30% of our HP. And we have Soul Sucking, which summons an HP pipe that inflicts magic damage over time to enemies and restores our HP for 3 seconds. And last but not least, Malicious Drain, which uses an evil curse to drain the attack of surrounding enemies for our own use for 6 seconds. So steal the attack damage from enemies and boost our attack damage. Instacast on that one, all 60-second cooldowns. Very interesting abilities. This class sounds like a lot of fun. Our specs for the witch are Soul Gorge, Inferno, and Demonic Control. Soul Gorgers can inflict various damage over time effects on their enemies. The dots they inflict are the most deadly among all the classes. Our Nether Flame gets the Torture effect, which bombards the enemy multiple times for magic damage. And stage 2 of the attack adds a Torture effect, magic damage over time, stacking up to 3 times. Our Curse gets the Blood Soul effect, which curses, adding the dot, and restores our HP for a portion of the damage inflicted. Immolation gets our Reincarnation effect, which bombards the enemy, giving the Immolate effect for 10 seconds, after the immolate effect wears off, it has a 50% chance to add an even stronger burn effect. And our Hell gets the Spectre effect, which blasts the enemy for magic damage, causing 2 seconds of fear, restoring our HP for 50%, and inflicts additional magic damage. Number of negative effects on target will affect the overall damage. For talents, we want Endless Attack, which increases all dots by 10%. Terrifying Spirit. Whenever Nether Flame Torture's continuous effect inflicts damage, there is a 20% chance of adding magic damage equal to 80% of attack. Instant damage. Evil Force increases immolation reincarnation damage by 30%. We already went over, did we already? Yeah, Cursed Blood Soul, we went over already. Hell Spectre, also Fusion Nether Soul. Our fusion gets the Nether Soul effect, which sacrifices our devil, shapeshifts us into a devil ourselves, increasing our attack and our defenses. During the spell duration, surrounding enemies will suffer magic damage over time, and has a 10% leech effect. That was Soul Gorge. Inferno. Inferno witches possess greatly enhanced burst damage, allowing them to deal high damage in a very short time, including high AoE damage. They perform well no matter how many enemies they have to face. Our immolation gets Exterminate effect, which bombards the enemy, carrying an immolate effect and greatly increases the skill's crit rate. Nether Flame gets the Ghostfire effect, shoots fire arrows at the enemy, inflicting points of magic damage, deals additional AoE magic damage equal to 60% of attack if the same target is hit by three times by it. Our Hail gets the Fire Sacrifice effect, which blasts the enemy, inflicting magic damage, causing 2 seconds of fear, restoring HP equal to 50%. And if the target is under the effects of Immolate, the skill will detonate Immolate and deal the full amount of remaining damage. We also will get the Burst talent, which gives us the effect if our target is hit by Immolate. Nether Flame Ghostfire will add additional magic damage equal to 80% of attack. Immolate Exterminate, we already went over. Fusion will give us our Magic Flame effect, which allows us to sacrifice the devil, increasing our defenses and attack. And additionally, increase attack and crit rate for 10 seconds. During the spell duration, magic damage, we will instantly inflict magic damage equal to 150% of attack on surrounding enemies. Interesting. And our curse gets the Fire Curse effect, which curses the enemy for damage over time, adding fire vulnerability, which will increase damage inflicted from Nether Flame, Ghostfire, Immolation, Exterminate, and Hell Fire Sacrifice. Pyromania is the talent which, when a skill crits, increases our damage dealt by 20% for 5 seconds. And Flaming Spirit, if a target is hit by Fire Curse, increases our crit rate of all attacks to that target by 10%. And last but not least, Demonic Control is a spec that allows the witch to control demons in battle. Demons can deal high damage and also sacrifice themselves to increase damage, reduce damage, and deal AoE damage. Our Nether Flame gets the Imp effect, which bombards the enemy with a 10% chance of summoning an imp, up to 3 imps. Our Curse gets the Present effect, which curses for damage over time. And we can sacrifice an imp for an additional 1.5 seconds of 50% magic damage, reducing the move speed of the target by 30%. Our immolation gets the evil spirit effect, which bombards the enemy, dealing magic damage and adding the immolate effect. You can sacrifice an imp to add 120% magic damage in instant damage. Our hell gets the magic dance effect, which blasts the enemy, inflicting magic damage, causing 2 seconds of fear, restoring our HP, and summons an imp, up to 3. Our dark zone gets the ghastly ritual effect, which sacrifices all of our imps, inflicting 140% damage to all enemies within range. Also inflicts magic damage over time, equal to 80% of attack for each imp sacrificed. Our fusion gets the ghost armor effect, which sacrifices our devil, increasing our attack and defense, and also an additional attack increase of 5% and 10% on our defense for 10 seconds for each imp sacrificed. So we get the base attack and defense of 10% with the potential of increasing our attack up to 25% and our defense up to 40%. Very nice. Talents will be Devil's Fury, which after using Fusion Ghost Armor, our magic defense and tenacity of us and all adjacent teammates will increase by 10%. And Devil's Covenant, which increases our fusion duration by 6 seconds. That was our Demonologist. Hope you guys enjoy playing your witch out there. Looks like a very fun class to play. It's probably going to be one of those that I'm going to play around a lot with too. Enjoy. Those are your specs, and that's what you have to work with. Hit that subscribe button. Click the social medias in the description. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.